Hello, viewers, and welcome to part 8 and the potential finale of ranking every shiny Pokemon in the entire Pokédex, with maybe a few random exceptions here and there that we've sometimes noticed. But, yes, we are in part 8 now. For those that do not know, we have 8 other parts that you can go watch to see how this list formed. Every part relating to the subject generation. So if you want to see Generation 1, go to Part 1. If you want to see Generation 3, go to Part 3, so on and so forth. And here we are in Galar, finalizing the list. Like I said, this could be the potential finale of it all. I don't know. There's this whole debate on whether I want to do just strictly by how the Pokemon look, no nostalgia attachment, no anything else attached to these Pokemon rankings at all. But yeah. For now, we're just going to rank these where I think they go, and we'll go over the final list that we have currently, and we'll debate on whether there'll be an additional part or not. For now, this could be the potential finale, so hope you guys do enjoy. Be sure you do smash that like button because it really, really helps out the video and means so much to us. And be sure to subscribe if you are new here. We try to upload as best as we can. I know it's been on a little bit of a hiatus, but we're definitely going to be coming back with content, live streams, all that great stuff. We got Road to Sword and Shield. We got games I grew up on. We've got some Let's Plays coming up as well. A lot of great content. We also take suggestions, all that great stuff. So definitely, if you are new here, definitely just, search around, see what, if anything, maybe tickles your fancy. I know here in November, we're going to be doing kind of a whole new refresh on the channel as it will be our 5-year anniversary. So definitely stick around. You never know what the future may hold. So let's dive into Ranking Gen 8. I'm excited. Sorry, I got excited by the music, but shout out to Glutix City for the music remixes here. I love her music. So we're going to start with Grooky Gang here. So, little yellow monkey. Did I grab him? Yes, I did. He's not too bad. Not too bad. I think there was definitely some better color choices they could have gone with here. But it's not awful shiny. I just think there were some better choices for sure. And then Thwacky will... Actually, I like him a little bit more than Grooky's shiny. Just a little bit more. It's pretty good shiny. It works with Thwacky. Next we got Gigantamax Reboot, which you cannot even see this thing because of how big this thing is. It's shiny things, but like it is like a slightly different green in the is it hairs? Is that the right term? Yeah, whatever this theme is, I'm loving it. I have to add this playlist, but I wish I could see it better. But again, looks pretty sick. I do like the whole drum set that he's got going on. Alright, regular Rillaboom. I do like the kind of off-green. I really do wish it went gold or kind of like Super Saiyan 3 vibes. I think it would have really worked with him, but, you can only pick and choose what, gets possibly added. I do like Thwacky's a bit more. Obviously, I like Rillaboom more as a Pokemon, but, again, shiny-wise, that's where I'm going to rank that one for now. Next, we got little sorry, my brain literally just paused. Cinderace, Reboot. I don't know. Sorry, my brain stopped. It's given up. So score, buddy. Haha! It came back on, guys. The on switch has been clicked. We are back in business. If you guys watched the last parts or anything like that, or if you're, whether you're new here or not, you know how much I've struggled with these Pokemon names, especially after we get off of Gen 4. But I'm trying to do my best, and I know I need to learn these Pokemon a little bit better. Anyway, back to Score Bunny, they got like a little gold ears. It's cute. It's a cute boy. I think he's going to go right here above Orangaroo, below Rock and Rolla. Alright, Reboot. I actually really like this shiny. Most people usually do. It's a really good shiny. I wish the color kind of stayed, but, I want to discredit him for what he turns into, but at the same point, it's still a really good shiny. Alright, then we got Cinderace on a Fireball. I wish the Fireball turned blue. This thing would have been way higher if the Fireball literally just turned blue. And I know that sounds so basic, but it would have been. It really would have been. In Cinderace, it's really just the color, the orange coloring isn't the best. The gray kind of works with him, but the orange, I think there could have been a better orange or a different color they could have gone with. Alright, next we have Sobble. I actually like Sobble's shiny. At first I wasn't the biggest fan, but as I've kind of seen it more, it's kind of rubbed on me a little bit better. Definitely could be definitely an improvement, but still not terrible. Inteleon, Sobble, and you. You, the middle evolution. Yeah, you, buddy. Play awkward silence music. Anyway, I do like this one as well. I like it a little bit more than Sobble's, but it's not more than Larvesta's shiny. Alright. You're basically the same shiny, just with a sniper. A freaking sniper gun. Whoever thought of this is, you know, it's interesting. You know, for such a, you know, game geared toward kids, you know, with that, you know, style. But same, what I rank it, you know, whatever. Alright, then regular Inteleon. Not horrible. Again, I feel like there was better choices. It's not a horrible shiny. Alright, next we got the Greeden line. Squobet and Greeden, right? Is that the names of these Pokemon? I think there's definitely better colors for these as well. This one kind of works with them. He doesn't look, I guess, out of too ugly, or whatever you want to call it, but yeah. And then I just feel like they could have gone with a brighter coloration for this one. I'm just kind of just trying to figure out where it's going to rank. I think right there is actually fair. Alright, next we got Rookity the Gold. I wish it was just a brighter gold. It's my only nitpick with this one. And then Corbis Squire. I wish this Pokemon didn't just look kind of awkwardish, but it's still a noticeable shiny and a good looking Pokemon. And then we got the Gigantamax Corbin, which gets like golden wings and a steeler looking look. It kind of works. It kind of works. Definitely could have gone higher up, but again, until I probably play Gen 8, a lot of these are going to just probably stay where they are. Again, this off yellowish Corviknight. I really do like Corviknight though as a Pokemon. It's really, really good looking Pokemon. You definitely need the Steel Birdo. Alright, little Blitbug. I don't even know how this thing actually changes, since I don't really know the regular Pokemon that much. So I'm just going to kind of put him right there and just kind of leave him there. Dottler, I think is this one's name. I think he turns like an orangish color. Like I said, I'm kind of assuming sometimes with these what, you know, they are changing or doing. Alright, freaking UFO Pokemon, this thing is sick. This thing is sick looking. Okay, this Gigantamax, fire. Fire Gigantamax. I really like this shiny and whatever they were doing with this Pokemon. I really do. Like I said, maybe more connections to this Pokemon, it could go even higher, but for now, that's where he's going. That's Orbeetle, right? Is this one? Slight Purple still works with them. It just works way better than the UFO form. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, Thieveline. Gray? Actually, Gray Fox? I'm digging it. I'm digging Gray Fox. Kind of like what Eevee did, but that Larvesta shiny is really hard to pass up sometimes. Be cool if this was kind of like a play off Swiper from Dora the Explorer. I know that sounds really childish, probably coming out of my mouth, but I think it'd been really cool to see him with Swiper's colors. Alright, the Gossip Floor? I don't know, guys, okay? I don't really know about these colors, honestly. It's something with the blues here, I don't know. And this one's actually a little worse. How much worse? I'm going to let you know here in a little bit. I mean, it's better than the Hoopa, so I got that. Okay, there we go. About right there. Wooloo being, you know, the Baba Black Sheep vibes. I dig it. And I do like Wooloo a little bit. I wasn't as hype as what I feel like a lot of people were for Wooloo, and another one who will be coming up here shortly. And Gen 8. But I still like the Wooloo. I think I'm on still Team Mareep a bit more, but maybe if I get a little bit more play with Wooloo, it could go higher than Mareep. But we will have to see. Dark shinies are always a win-win, usually for things. And then double, it still kind of works. It's so big. It's a big boy. Okay. I think he's gonna go right here above Sabali. A lot of like little 8-bit themes here. Alright. Choodle. I really like his greens and oranges. Another off Pikachu looking Pokemon kind of as well. I know he's not one, but it's also what he's kind of. When I see him, that's the kind of vibe I'm getting really quickly. I think he's gonna go right there. Oh, doggos. Doggos are coming. Okay, Giganta Max. I'm kind of looking really quick. Okay. Yeah, I think I like the regular of Dreadnought more than Gigantamax, but it's still not a bad looking shiny. Just again, one of those that just got a little too big. But regular Dreadnought, I actually rate him a lot. Let's see here, regular Dreadnought. I think it's going to go right here above Turtwig. Alright, Yamper. I don't honestly know how this thing changes. And I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of the color. I think it's better than Tropia, so I'm just going to leave it right there. Bolton, I think is darker. Looks darker, at least. I'm not a big fan of the face of this dog. I know that sounds bad. I'm a dog lover, but I don't know. I went him below Necrozma. Thank you. Alright, Roly-Coly. Really like this shiny. Kind of like diamondy vibes. Not the Pokemon game Diamond, but still the blues in this Pokemon work really well. And then we have the minecart looking one. It still kind of works with this Pokemon. It's getting a little derpy in the face, but like I said, it still kind of works for him. Alright, the Gigantamax. Something's off on this Pokemon. I can't quite figure it out. And this one's just a little too blue, I guess. I don't know. I'm sounding weirdly picky? Probably. I probably am. For Colossal. Okay, the Appleton line. Green Apple. As basic as it is, I kind of like it. It's noticeable shiny. Looks tasty. Just a lick, guys. Just a tiny lick. That's all I'm asking. I know he'll probably bite my tongue off, but I mean, is that too much to ask? The two. I mean, this is Gigantamax. Thankfully, they put them together because they do look exactly the same. This Pokemon, I don't really have a lot of attachment to, but it's still decent looking shiny. And then Flapple. Not great, but not terrible. Just kind of figuring out where he's going to go. I think he's going to go right there above Colossal. Alright. I think you just get, like, what, a greener apple on your head, and you're, like, a little bit darker. You're derpy, though, and that gives you points, because the dirt. I know, derpy getting points is probably something silly to say, but sometimes it just works for Pokemon like Slowbro. Alright, little Cobra. I don't really know how this one changes, but I like him, so he's gonna go there. And then, was it Silly Cobra and Sandaconda? Is that the names? I think he's gonna go right below Shelmet there. Oh, they don't have the he has a Gigantamax more. He's like a giant tornado. They don't have that one on here. Interesting. Alright, Cramorant and Orange works for him. It works. Little Cheeto looking bird Pokemon. It works. It works. Let's not lie. It works. I think he's going to go right below Simeon here. Barraskewda? Guys, just cut me a break, okay? Cut me a break with not knowing the Pokemon, alright? I get I play Pokemon, but still. The evolution, I still like how this Pokemon looks. I think I noticed differences with this Pokemon than what I remember in my head when I see it. Okay, next we got Toxil, who goes like a pink shade. I think they could have been definitely a better pink. But still, I mean, it's a noticeable shiny, so that's good. But, yeah. And then, shiny Gigantamax Toxicity, I think is like pink as well. This thing does look like a cool Pokemon, so I'm going to give it some points for that, but seeing I don't really know too much about it, I can't put it up crazy high. Alright. The less hyper toxicity. Blue and pink work kind of well for this Pokemon. And then the hyper toxicity looks, I don't know, like sometimes this shiny is off to me. And I think it's just the yellow, but sometimes I do actually like it. So I'm going to put him right there for now. But there are times I can definitely see him being kind of, probably right, trying to like figure it out. Probably below Magearna there. Alright, so this is the Scorch line. He's got like a blue back. Just don't know much about the Pokemon. This thing looks really good. I know the shiny doesn't change much, but I do like how this Pokemon is. And because, like I said, I don't have a lot of familiarity with this Pokemon, I'm just kind of ranking him somewhat by the Pokemon itself, but it's still cool. And again, blue back, Fire X, you know, X marks the spot, I don't know. Alright, next we got the Grapplot line. I literally almost said Octillery. I'm not gonna lie, be fully transparent. I think I'm going to put him right above, or below Rillaboom there. Alright, this thing actually works really well. I do like the kind of like wrestler mask that it's got going on, the white tentacles. I think it's going to go right below Hawlucha here. Alright, little cup of tea. Cup of tea, can't go wrong with a cup of tea. It's like slightly more pink, isn't it? It's normally like a bluer color. Now, I'm not a big tea person. I'm just gonna be straight up honest. I'm not a big tea person. But I can still admire a cup of tea. And then, what's your name again? I can't remember. I'd almost say Gorgeist. It's literally a pumpkin. I don't remember. Poltegeist, right? Guys, just, you know, I hit the like button for every Pokemon I just don't know. Please. Please. It's a lot of them. Alright, the whole, the Hattony line, I don't really notice the changes with any of these Pokemon. So, and I don't really have a connection with them, so they're just gonna go there for now. Yay! Yeah. I mean, you look better than the other one, so I guess you go a little bit higher, but... yeah, if you guys can let me know what's kind of changing about these shinies sometimes, that'd be awesome. But I'm above the cup of tea until I know more about that Pokemon. Alright, the Impotent? Is that what this is? I do actually like the neon-y blue. A little off, but meh. It works, it works. And this one, he looks really sick, actually. Even more deadly. Like I die if I close my eyes or I turn my back on him. Okay. Okay. Now listen. I need you guys just to hear me out on this, alright? Kingdom Hearts vibes, okay? That's all I need to say. Kingdom Hearts vibes on Grimmsnarl. It looks like a giant nobody. And that's literally all it's getting points for. It's stupid, I know, but that's what it's getting. Now this one luckily is not as much because of the pinks that it's got going on, but it's still decent looking shiny. Alright, Obstagoon. Weirdly, this pink and blue combination work really well. And I'm assuming the Galarian forms of this Pokemon were earlier in the list, so I won't even worry too much about all that. Next we got Berserker. I think he's got like a golden beard. Actually, weirdly, kind of like this Pokemon. It's growing on me for definitely being a more newer Pokemon. It's growing on me. Alright, next we got the evolution of Ursula here. It's definitely, I know it's like darker faced. But again, I just don't know a lot about the Pokemon itself, but I do like the shiny. Oh, Surfetch. I don't know what they did to you. The green shield works for him, so he's I think that's really what's going to keep him high from being really low. But this yellow on him, if it was literally just that and the sword without the shield, honestly, he'd be really low. He'd be Honestly, I think you'd be right above Grumpig there. Mr. Rhyme. Honestly, again, it's one of those I don't really know how it changes. Nucleus. Again, I don't really see a drastic change with this. I do like this Pokemon being definitely a newer Pokemon, but again, when it doesn't really change, how many points can you really give it? I do not remember this Pokemon's name. I just know you have to like spin around to make it happen, and then there's all those different ingredients you can include with it. And this Pokemon just doesn't really speak to me, but I mean, we'll put it there. I know it's like a yellow tint, I think is the color change, by the way. And then all these turn gray from its normal color. Is it Milcery? Is that the name of that Pokemon? Sounds right. Okay, the one with blue spots. Let me just figure out where this is going to go really quick, and then we'll worry about the rest of the ranking of them. Okay, the blue one I definitely like a lot. Alright, the green one doesn't work as well as the blue one for sure. Gotta find the blue one again now. Okay, where did I just put the blue one? Okay, there it is. Alright, so yeah, definitely green's less than blue. Okay, yeah, we'll put them still right there. Still better than Mel. Orange, I really actually like orange a lot. Orange, the orange flowers on its head work really well. I think he's gonna go a little bit higher, actually. I do like that orange. Okay, the birthday cake is hilarious. I think it has some subtle changes here and there. I don't know them all, but I'm gonna kind of assume the changes here and put it right here. I don't know fully, so I'm not putting it up higher. Alright, next. Pink. Pink's less. Yeah. The eyes are what's kind of hurting it there. Purple works a little bit better than pink, I can tell you that right now. Just trying to compare it. Yep, nope, it's not going to go higher than him. Yellow, the flowers work, but I don't know about the eyes. So I'm going to put them there. The eyes are what hurts it. And then the red. I'm literally holding these side by side just to kind of tell. Yeah, no, it's worse. It's worse. Sorry. Alright, Phalanx. The dark coloring. Very unique looking Pokemon. Pointy Boy. Black and orange. Again, just don't know much about that Pokemon, but a nice looking shiny for sure. Snom, the meme boy. Don't have a lot of connection with Snom. That's the other opinion there, by the way. Alright, Frostlass. Like the Pokemon, don't really notice a big change here, so you're just gonna go right there. Okay, now we have Stonejourner. Looks like a darker gray. Playing off the Stone Edge vibe. Askew. I do not like it without the Ice Cube. Still okay, shiny, but I mean as far as just the Pokemon itself. Not the biggest fan of. But with the ice cube, it's kind of cute. It's kind of cute. Just gonna figure out where he's gonna exactly rank. Indeedy? Is that what this Pokemon is? You are gonna go right there. And then this one, I need to figure out which one I like more. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know, I feel like they can kind of go back and forth. I'm gonna put it there because that's what my gut's saying, but still. Alright, Angry Morpeko. Hangry form. I remember when they announced that. That was... I don't know, I cracked up with Hangry form. I literally could not believe that was the name of a Pokemon form. It was Hangry form. Then... now we have the other one, which actually I do like a lot. Alright, Q-Fan. It's kind of like an off yellow-green. You are going to go somewhere. Don't quote me yet. I think right there. Then, oh gosh, what is... I don't remember the evolution. Its name now. You're gonna go right there. Gigantamax form. I don't like the Gigantamax form this big. Still give it shiny points, but I'm not a big fan of that Pokemon. The fossils all look really good, pretty much. This one looks probably the best looking one. Just kind of comparing them here, sorry. In case you're wondering where I'm at in comparison. And this fossil's going up. Think right there. Think right there. Really good looking fossil. I think you're normally like a yellow head. Your body's a little awkward, but I'll still give you some points. I know this is the broken one. Like the most used of the fossils. Head's kind of derpy, does not look like it belongs on this body. But still good looking shiny. And then last, probably least, alright, next we got, oh gosh, it's supposed to be Tyranitar's like rival. Jeez. Skyscraper. Yeah, Skyscraper. That's right, that's his name. Skyscraper. Totally, that's totally his name, guys. Skyscraper. It might come to me, it might not. I don't know. I like the blue hands on this one. And is it bad to just give me points for having blue hands? No. Alright, Dreepy. Don't really know hardcore how you change. But I'm gonna put you right there. And then your evolution, I think is like a blue on his head. That's what I feel like I'm noticing. And then the final evolution, Dracopult, actually looks really good with the yellow on his head. I don't know if I've ever seen this shiny Pokemon. Kind of comparing here. I think he's going to go right there for now. Alright, Zacian. Zacian. The shield and the blue. This blue, I love this blue. Such a nice blue. Such a good blue. It's such a good blue, guys. How did I grab you? Where did you come from? Oh no, this isn't good. So where did Zacian go? Did I ever even grab him? Oh no, this could be bad. Okay, grab the non-sword Zacian. Oh, he's right there, he's right there, he's right there. Never mind. I know for sure Thunderous was not that low. Okay. I think Zacian's gonna go right there. And the non-sword Zacian, still a great shade of blue. But without the sword and everything, yeah, that's about all you get. You just have a very pretty blue. Samazenta, I don't like the pink on you. You're still good, and I still like you as a Pokemon, but they did you bad. And then the non-one is even worse. Just comparing, by the way, kind of figuring out where it's gonna go. Yeah. Eternatus, they're just more pink. Very pink heavy on some of these legendaries. I do like Eternatus. I think he's gonna go... Actually, you know what? That seems fair. Alright, Cub... Foo, or Chew, or... whatever this thing is. I didn't have as much of attachment, I feel like, as a lot of people had with this Pokemon. But again, I haven't played Armor, so... I don't have Armor yet, so... Hey, that opinion could change, but... For now, that's where he's going. And then... Red... I don't think this shiny really changes. It's cool looking Pokemon, but I don't think this shiny changes. I think I'm gonna put him right there. With the blue one, I like a little bit more. I like the blue one a little bit more. Right there. Okay. Next, we have... I don't know about the face on these guys. The pinkish color? I don't know about it. Really don't. So I'm just gonna put it right there. With, I think, I'm gonna compare the two now. I think I like you a little bit more. I don't know. I don't really see a big difference. Mr. Rude doesn't change a lot. So cool looking Pokemon, but yeah. You're gonna fall. Regieleki, I actually like him. Changes a bit, not super much, but it's noticeable, and I do like these newly introduced Regis for sure. Sorry about that. Video paused apparently. Apparently we're going to go into black and white now so we can make up for some of the music we missed. Regidraco, I do actually like as well. I think he's going to go right there below Sobble. Alright, then... horse. I think it starts with a C, but I might be wrong. You know, your abilities like as one or whatever. I don't know if you actually change. I think you have like a darker or a lighter blue than normal. I know for sure you're red instead of purple. kind of works. I think I like purple a bit more on him, but not bad. And then I wish the shiny changed on the horse, to be honest, and not just the rider. I just wish, yeah, the shiny was just a bit better on Calyrex. That's what this one is called. I just remembered last minute. The yellow is kind of off to me. I mean, like I said, it works kind of with the rider forms, but I wish that the horse changed as well. I think that ultimately would have gave it a little bit more credit. But yeah, that's the end of the list, folks. That is the end of our rankings. And I think, unless there's a high amount of comments that are like, okay, go ahead and adjust it, you know, by colors or, you know, some other alternate way, this is how we're going to leave the list. With little, Swirlix in last place. And all the way still number one, Mr. Mega Charizard Y with, you know, Mega Rayquaza and Nagnadal? I don't remember. I don't remember that one's full name, but either way, rivaling it. And just think, technically this Pokemon, I have no connection to. Hardcore. Never played with it, anything like that. Mega Rayquaza I have some connection to because of, you know, regular Rayquaza and the ORS games. Chandelure I literally only have attachment to from Pokken. So, like, there are definitely rivals, don't get me wrong. There are definitely some rivals that are in newer generations that could give Mr. Charizard Y here a run from his money, but you have to think regular, just, you know, Charizard here has been my all-time favorite Pokemon ever since I was a little kid. So, that's the first leap there to pass, but, you know, look at Mr., you know, Wasp Pokemon here. He did it. So, you never know. You never know what can change over time. But for now, this is the end of the list. I'm going to kind of do a quick run through in slow motion here so you guys can kind of see the top list here. So, let's see, 3, 6, 9, 10. So, it looks like there's 11 per line, which kind of slightly bugs me. I wish it was 10 per line, but looks like for sure the top 20 ends with Mew, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, Mew is number 20. So Mew ends the top 20. Mega Gengar ends the top 25. And then Articuno ends the top 50. Yes, sorry, I had to make sure. 66, 77, 88, 99. So then Galarian Ponyta ends the top 100. So all above, we'll just say this line are in the top 100 of the, whatever it is, 800-ish Pokemon. I mean, maybe a little over 900. I don't remember how much it is with all the forms and everything like that. But, yeah, either way, we'll say from the, you know, this line and above is the top 100 list. So, you know, the top 8th, I mean, we'd have to go to the, 200 mark before we could even find the, you know, halfway-ish line or 400 mark. I don't know. Either way, I mean, probably wherever it says shiny rank is where we would need to go with this. So let me just kind of scroll slowly. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being through with me through all this. It's been so exciting ranking all these Pokemon and figure out where everything lands. I know, like I said, there's some in here that I'm like, oh, I can see this Pokemon over this Pokemon, or different things kind of being ranked differently sometimes. And probably if you put me in a different room and maybe do this list again, there'll probably be some differences. I won't lie. But this is how I'm going to keep it, unless there's a bunch of comments that say, try this different thing, try this way, try that way, whatever it is. But this is how I'm going to kind of keep it, and we're going to keep focusing on some other videos. Like I said, we're going to have some Let's Play, some live series, all that great stuff coming in. So definitely stay tuned for all that. Definitely want to get back on the near daily grind for sure. what I'm going to try to do is pick a pause for a couple seconds, let you guys kind of see some of the Pokemon on the list there. You can also pause it yourself in the video. And then I'm going to always scroll to the line above the last Pokemon seen. So when I scroll up, I'm going to stop where the Sharpedo is and then go in that type of a way. So that way you guys can kind of enjoy the list for how it was. I'm definitely excited how this list came to be and everything like that. I've had a lot of fun making it. Like I said, I know I've had a lot of moments, definitely around the Gen 5-ish era, where I was like, wait a minute, how should I be ranking this? How should I be doing this? But I just kept going with it, and I'm definitely excited to know now kind of what I think about different shiny Pokemon, know definitely what my least favorite Pokemon is, shiny-wise, and now my least favorite Pokemon is overall. All that great stuff is now knowledgeable. And then, like I said, these are always in video form, so I can always reference them for when people ask, and I can always just be like, hey, here's this video where you can kind of see what I thought about maybe your favorite shiny Pokemon, and all that. So definitely be on the lookout for, all that great stuff. It's just crazy just how many Pokemon there are, too. Like, looking back on this, like, how many Pokemon I've exactly ranked. And like I said, I know, take, for instance, like all these different forms and stuff are in here too, so it's a lot of that playing into effect. But as we reach the end of the list, that's just crazy. And as we can kind of see here, hang on one second here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Dusclops begins the bottom 10. And then Probopass is the bottom 25. Arceus is the bottom 50. And then lastly, 162, so 73, 84, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. Some Flora begins the bottom 100. So there's kind of like the overall general bottoms 100s, bottom 50s, bottom 25, all that great stuff, so you kind of know. But yeah, kind of see what my least favorites are, get a kind of idea of what I maybe don't like in the shiny Pokemon. But again, if, say, and just like I did this exact same talk when I did with the favorite Pokemon and least favorite Pokemon, there's arguments I can make again where even if I got this as my shiny Pokemon in a sense, where I could still be like, oh yeah, here we go, we got this, shiny experience, all that great stuff. But again, as my computer is randomly adjusting itself, and I apologize for that. But hopefully it doesn't affect the video too much. No, but it looks like you guys can still see everything. Let me figure out really quick, because wherever it says shiny rank is probably the middle of the list. Right there, it looks like, is the middle. So I just kind of wanted to see who's kind of like jammed in the middle here. There's some good actually shinies in there. Yeah. Either way, guys, like I said, this is where we're going to go ahead and wrap up the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this entire journey with me, ranking every single shiny Pokemon that there is as of right now. So, like I said, be sure you did smash that like button. Be sure you do subscribe, because it all really helps the video and really means a lot to us. As for that, though, guys, I will see you all in the next video, stream, whatever it may be. This is going to be the Modern Gamer, signing out. Kaka.